Hey y'all, it's Pierre from Game Press, and we are talking about patch notes 2.15. We just got those, and in the patch notes, we got to see what new creatures that we have coming out. There are 5 new creatures coming out this update, with 4 of them being hybrids. So we're going to go over all the different creatures and what their components are and what we can expect from them. So first off, we have Rodrigues Solitaire. It's a rare, and it comes with the moves of Flightless Strike, Protective Alert, Cunning Rampage, and Alert Roost. So it's very similar to Dodo's, I think, with the Protective Alert and Flightless Strike, but it basically has a Cunning Rampage instead of Alert Decoy. They also have access to Alert Roost, so unlike the Dodos, swapping into them, they're basically going to go evasive. So unless you have something that can remove dodge, it's going to be more difficult to actually swap into them. We are not sure if this is really going to be a great creature for rare tournaments. The Dodos honestly are not, the Epic Dodos are not the greatest in their format, so we're not expecting a whole lot from this one, but it should be interesting to see what happens. Next, we have Tarbognathus. It is a legendary hybrid composed of Compsognathus Gen 2 and Tarbosaurus. So a lot of people thought this one was going to be an epic, but it is in fact a legendary. It has access to Alert Surge, Hop and Mock, Alert Shattering Impact, Fierce Impact, Evasive Heal, and Impact on Escape. So this is going to be another flock, which seems to be what we're mostly getting this update. It seems to be more fierce oriented, unlike a lot of the other flocks that we have. It's got a priority move, a pretty good escape move, rally heals, fierce options. So it's going to be something that you can go against resilient creatures with. The on escape impact is actually pretty good, so you're going to need to be prepared to take a hit if you want to swap out of it. And Compsognathus Gen 2 and Tarbosaurus both have pretty good damage, so we're expecting this one to have pretty high damage. We're interested to see what happens with it and if it's going to be something that will be viable in the arena or in the tournaments. Next, we have THYLACONYX. This one is actually made up of Marsupial Lion and Baryonyx Gen 2. So it is not Thylacotator like people thought it was going to be. It is a Marsupial Lion, which is the rare, and Baryonyx Gen 2, which is also a rare. It is another legendary hybrid. And it comes with Defense Shattering Strike, Crushing Prowl, Devouring Wound, Skirmish, Swap in Savagery, and Defense Shattering Counterattack, which is a little bit different than the Defense Shattering Counter. This is another legendary Fierce. They did mention that they're going to be kind of buffing up Fierce this update. You have Ready to Crush with a priority dodge, and Skirmish is basically a group shattering rampage. You also have Devouring Wound. Devourer is a new ability that not only inflicts something on your opponent, but it also allows you to heal, which is pretty scary on a fierce creature. And we're not sure what the damage is going to look like, but if this has pretty high base damage, you can really buff up its attack with that Crushing Prowl and then hit your opponent with a pretty hard hit with the Devouring Wound, based off of our understanding of the move. And then on top of this, it has Swap in Savagery, which is what Dracoceratops has. So you can swap in into creatures and really hit hard. So we're thinking this is going to be a pretty good hybrid, and it's going to be especially good in tournaments. Then we have Albertocevia. Albertocevia is made up of Albertosaurus and Edaphoceviae. So Albertosaurus is the rare, Edaphoceviae is the legendary. And it comes with Defense Shattering Alert, Distracting Revenge Blow, Instant Ferocious Revenge, Precise Revenge, Swap in Devouring Strike, and Fierce Counter. This looks like a pretty strong creature. We're not exactly happy about the fact that it comes with a component that is, it's a exclusive with Alberto, but it also just recently got another hybrid. So that kind of stinks for people who have been leveling up Alberta's Spinosaurus. Hopefully we'll get some more Alberto attempts or events coming up in order to really buff up our stock of Albert DNA for this one. It hits hard and it's got really good utility. So it has 3 revenge moves, depending on what creature you're coming out against. So you can distract. So obviously, if you're going against a fierce creature, you can distract it. And they also have an instant ferocious revenge. So that's got a priority attack. Or you can go with a precise revenge. So if you're going up against a cunning creature with dodge, then you can hit through that dodge. So all 3 revenges are really good depending on which creature you're bringing it out against. You also have a swap-in move with a devour, as well as a counter attack. So this looks like it's going to be a really good creature. We're pretty excited to see what it's going to do. And it is a unique. So that is something we're expecting to see in the arena as soon as people are able to get it leveled. Finally, we have ALLODRIGUES, which is Alloraptor, and Rodrigues Solitaire. So Alloraptor is the legendary raptor, and then Rodrigues Solitaire is the new creature, which we do know is going to be out on the map. It comes with Fierce Strike, Protective Alert, Cunning Rampage, Alert Peck, and Alert Roost. So this is an interesting one. Alloraptor, honestly, it on paper looked amazing, and it just turns out it's a really easy swap-in creature. So now that it's a flock, we're hoping it gets a little bit more survivability. I know a lot of people enjoy or really like Alloraptor, so we're excited to see what this hybrid's going to look like. It has a turn 1 rending takedown with Alert Peck. So as long as you use it the first turn, it's always going to be a rending takedown. When it's threatened, it's only 40%, but that's a pretty strong revenge move. It also has access to Cunning Rampage as well as Protective Alert, so it can heal itself. And like Rodrigues, it also has access to Alert Roost. So we don't think it's going to be quite as strong as ALBERTOCEVIA for a unique creature, but we are pretty excited to see what this looks like in the arena as well. And then finally, while this is not a new creature, they did announce that TROODOBOA is the one creature that will be getting a rework. So its basic attack got reworked, so it always has priority. That's pretty cool. That should actually really help it out in the arena, so you can always hit your opponent first with that basic attack. So this is everything. These are all the new creatures. We've got that image that shows all the components, what level you need those two components to be at. However, we always like to do a little disclaimer on these specific articles. We do not know the stats of these creatures. So we do not know what the attack, the health, any resistances, crit chances, anything like that. We also know that often notes have been wrong in the past. So go ahead, dart what you can, save what you can, but do not level anything until the actual patch is live. The update is live next week. Then I would go in and maybe work on some of these creatures. But like I said, there's something could look really good on paper, but if they don't have good stats to go with it, like if it has a really low attack or really low health, then that can easily push it out of the meta. So we'll have to wait and see what those look like once we get the actual creatures in game. And we will make sure and have videos available once these are all unlocked and have those features next week as soon as the game is updated. So make sure to keep an eye on that and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it. So thanks for listening, y'all.